All right, hello party people. Um I just heard, well not just, but um maybe 2 weeks ago, and I looked into it a little bit, but nothing of a deep dive. And I'm wondering if anyone knows a little bit more about it, but apparently in the German education system, modern German education system, early on in, I think it's either high school or whatever the equivalent of middle school is, you're kind of, maybe even earlier than that. I forget the exact article that I was reading, but you're pretty much selected if you're going to go academic or labor. Um, and they give you tools to become a skilled laborer or an academic or whatever. And you become more specialized earlier on, and it's enforced in the education system and the culture. And I don't know what the failures and successes of that are. I'm ignorant to that. Curious if anyone knows or if anyone's from Germany. But it seems like it's a better system than what we have here. I just had a job interview for a position doing masonry, laboring. And the system here is basically you do labor for someone who has knowledge of something. And if they like you enough, here and there, they'll teach you something, and eventually you'll know enough to start your own company. That's essentially nepotism. It's essentially a form of capitalism on knowledge, and I don't want to sound too extreme, but that's exploitation, really. I don't want to sound like I'm whiny and don't want to work, which obviously nobody wants to work, to be honest. There's a few people that, well, everyone wants to work, but no one wants to do labor for someone else, is what I mean. People want to do something they're interested in, and if they're interested in something like masonry, they want to get as good as possible, as quick as possible, and they don't want to just be mixing cement and then hoping that if you're nice enough to the guy in charge, he'll teach you how to do it. I think if it's in schools mandatory that you learn a little bit of these things, or if you go back to what I said about the German situation, education system, and it's fine-tuned earlier on and you go your way, I think that would be better on. And I think it would have to be somewhat enforced, because people and kids especially need direction, and they don't really know how to plan for the future. And I could see somebody maybe growing up to be an adult and they wanted to go the other route, but it wasn't optional for them or practical for them, and maybe being upset. And I'm not sure about how significant and how high of a number of people that would be, but it seems like an interesting system. And it seems like it would maybe produce more people that are capable, and have a general interest in the field that they're going into. Yeah, so anyways, peace out.